The Libertarian Party is proud of Australia and so is delighted to support the motion of the Honourable Rachel Merton. On Australia Day this year, our nation's finest historian, Geoffrey Blaney, wrote a superb opinion piece in the Australian newspaper, and I would like to use my short time to quote a few slabs from Professor Blaney. He wrote, "We should celebrate Australia Day. By various definitions, this has been one of the most successful nations in the world. During the past 2 centuries, our nation has had far more successes than failures, though the failures can't be overlooked, they offer lessons. Most Australians have pride in the nation, past and present. Today, in contrast, the most vocal opponents of Australia Day offer a gloomy version of our history, and many even believe Aboriginal people were, in a variety of ways, better off before 1788 than they are today. Many who dislike or resent Australia Day glamorise Australia's first people. They see the hunter and gatherer lifestyle as a utopia. They think war was a rarity, that the male elders were praiseworthy without exception, that the old people belonged to a caring society, and that most tribes or mini-nations continuously held their own land for 50,000 years or more of unbroken title. It is fair to suggest that all these claims are dubious. The outside world gained enormously when the long isolation of this land came to an end. Australian sheep of a superior breed eventually were yielding the wool that in most years helped sustain the millions of Europeans enduring the cold winter. Similarly, a host of people in poor countries gained the chance to be born and remain alive. Such were the size of the fleet of grain ships arriving from Australia. In a favourable year, Australia now grows enough for its own 27 million people and enough for many times that number inhabiting foreign lands. It was only 2 years ago that China, suffering from a bad drought in its dry north, was receiving more grain from Australia than any other nation. Most school students today apparently are not taught that Australian foods, minerals, building materials, energy and other products are annually provided in vast quantities to the outside world. In contrast, for thousands of years, ancient Australia provided virtually nothing. Well said, Professor Blaney. Australia truly is a lucky country. We have a whole continent to ourselves and we are surrounded by a powerfully deterrent natural moat. We had the world's fastest growing economy during the 20th century. We've never had a civil war or foreign soldiers on our soil. We do have golden soil. We do enjoy wealth for toil. Long live Australia Day.